Hey everyone, glad to have you here again. We are in week 2, day 2. Today's class is going to involve quite a bit of wrists, so we're going to be focusing a bit on your upper body. Still have abs in it, obviously, within the class, but anyone who does really struggle with wrists, and I know we've probably got about 4 or 5 clients watching this that do, you can start the class, but if it does get a bit tough on your wrists, you may want to repeat one of the previous classes today, because we can't really modify everything to a plank. Otherwise you'll be doing 30 minutes of planks. So we'll get started for everyone else. Hopefully you may be able to get through it, whether you have some dumbbells you can use instead, but you may just, as I said, want to do one of your favourite previous classes today. Alright, so we are going to start with some roll downs with Karen. Mobilise the spine, warm up the legs and get everything ready. So we're going to start neck tall, chin drawing in, shoulders wrapped back and down. You'll take a deep breath in. On your breath out, zip and hollow, chin to chest, slowly curling down the spine. So you're rounding out the back, arms hang to the floor, tailbone lengthens to the ceiling. Take a breath in and you'll breathe out, slowly restack. Alright, another deep breath in at the top. On the breath out, zip and hollow, slowly rolling down the spine, rounding the back, tailbone to the ceiling, arms to the floor, deep breath in, and breathing out to slowly restack. Shoulders back and down, head up last. The next one we're moving out for standard push-ups. You'll breathe out, roll the spine down, rounding the back. From here, if you need to soften your knees, you can. You'll walk yourself out along the mat, hands a little bit wider, generally as wide as your mat or one hand width wider. So Karen's in her full push-up position. If you need to lower to your knees, that is fine. Okay, so we're starting basic push-ups. Abs stay strong, butt squeezed. Breathe in to lower the chest. Breathe out, zip and hollow to push up. Breathe in, lower the chest. Breathe out, abs engaged to push up. Breathe in to lower. And breathing out to push up. Good. Breathing in to lower and up. 4 to go. Breathe in to lower. Keep the abs strong. Squeezing the butt. Last 3. Breathe in to lower and up. 2 more. Breathe in to lower and up. Final 1. Breathe in to lower. Abs engage up. Now push your hips to the ceiling and walk your hands towards the feet. Once you're there, arms hang heavy, center yourself and steady yourself on the feet, and breathing out, zip and hollow to curl back up. Shoulders back and down, head up last. 2 more roll downs, third one moving back out. Breathing out, rolling the spine down, rounding the back. Arms to the floor, tailbone to the ceiling, deep breath in, and breathe out, curling up. Deep breath in. Breathing out, rolling down. Now this next one, it's going to be a diamond push-up in a downward dog position. So the hands will come together like a diamond and we'll be working the triceps. So you'll breathe out, roll the spine down, rounding out.
And down towards.
You're now going to walk yourself out about 2/3 of your way along the mat. So hands together, index fingers and thumbs touching into a diamond. You'll push your hips up to the ceiling like a downward dog and you'll drop your head down. You want to pretend you're putting the crown of your head into the hole of your hands and breathe out, push up. Now it doesn't matter if you don't get very low, but if you can get your head near the floor, you're really going to feel this. Now it's just a pendulum rocking movement. You don't use your legs, you don't bend the knees. So as you drop forward, your heels will lift slightly. Breathing in lower and up. You've got 2 more. Breathe in to lower and up. Good. 1 to go. And then walk the hands back to the feet. Again, arms are hanging heavy. You'll take a breath in. And breathe out, slowly restack. Shoulders back and down, head up last. 2 more roll downs. Third one moving to the floor again. Breathing out, rolling the spine down. Lengthen the tailbone to the ceiling. Hang the arms heavy. Breathe in at the bottom. And breathing out, slowly curling up. Our next push-up is another slightly different one. Breathing out, curling down. This one we adapted from a workout at home DVD, breathing out, curling up, called Insanity. So if that makes you look forward to this one, it should do. You'll breathe out, rolling down. This one is in a really tucked ball position, kind of like rolling like a ball, but you're on your feet. So you're going to come out in front, you'll lower the knees down. Okay, so you're going to have your hands facing forward, shoulder width apart on the floor. So just shoulder width, like a tricep. Yep. Okay, now you're going to be up on your toes, and your elbows are tucked into the sides of your knees. So you're in a ball position here. Now the movement in this is again a rocking forward and rocking back, not a bending forward and back. So Karen, you'll need up on your toes more, bum high. Yep. Okay, so you're in that ball position. You're going to bend at the elbows, keeping them running towards your butt as you rock the body forward, and then you'll push back to rock back. So you want to feel like you're falling towards the floor with your head and breathe out back. Doesn't look like much, but again, this is very challenging. And return. Now that falling forward. So you'll breathe in, rock forward. Now if you can get close to the floor and back without dropping and banging your head on the floor, and up, you'll really notice this in the triceps. When you push up, don't use your legs. Your legs are relaxed. It's all from the arms. We've got 2 to go. Breathing into rock forward and up. Final one, breathing in forward and up. And then you'll lower your knees and into a shell stretch. So you're going to sit your butt to your heels, lengthen your arms forward and curling out the spine. So rounding the back for that shell stretch. Hopefully everyone felt a good mix of shoulders, triceps, chest throughout those different push-ups. Alright, I'm going to get Karen to slowly curl up from there. We're going to do a couple arm stretches. So if Karen just spins to face the camera, still kneeling. Now if you can sit on your heels like Karen is, that's awesome. If that isn't good for your knees, you can just kneel up tall. Okay, so we're going to start basic arm stretches. You're going to bring your right hand across your body. Your left arm will come up around about the elbow, and you're just going to pull with your left hand. You'll pull the arm in towards the chest. And you should feel that run through the shoulder to your back. Keep breathing as you hold this. 5 more seconds. And we'll swap to the opposite arm. So you'll bring the left hand across now, right arm comes in front. Now whether you like your hand facing palm in or out, that doesn't really matter. I tend to be an out person. I feel it keeps my shoulder relaxed. Karen's obviously an in. So you just pull that arm in, making sure you keep your elbows straight and lengthened to feel the stretch run through the shoulder. And last 2, we're going to now bring the right hand above your head, reaching down between your shoulder blades. Left hand comes to the elbow, and you'll be pushing the elbow down your back to increase this stretch up through the shoulder. So you want to feel like you're creeping your fingertips down between your shoulder blades. Now to increase this stretch, don't just think about pushing down. Think your right arm, you want to push your elbow to the ceiling as your left hand pushes it down. So you're fighting that tug of war. If you see your kids do this at any of their sports games, you can teach that to the coach to increase the stretch. And we'll swap to the opposite arm. All the netballers and basketballers, tennis players. Alright, so again, you're walking the fingertips down your shoulder blades as you're pushing the opposite elbow up. So your left elbow's pushing up, your right hand's pushing down for you to increase that stretch. And releasing from there. Alright, I'm going to get Karen to sit with her feet down the bookshelf end, and we're now going into a rollback series to get the abs awake. Arms are out in front, palms facing each other, shoulders wrapped back and down, and really lift through the chest to find your tallest position. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, zip and hollow to curl the spine back, so you're rounding down. Alright, 1 vertebra at a time. Once your shoulders are right down, you'll breathe in, reach the arms over the head, lengthening the arms long, keeping the ribs down so you don't arch the back. Take a breath in and breathing out, curling up, chin to chest slightly, and breathe in, lengthen forward. And nice and tall. Now breathing out, slowly rolling down, rounding the spine. Breathing in, lengthen the arms right over the head. Ribcage stays down. You'll breathe out, the hands come over, chin to chest as you curl the spine up. And again, lengthening forward. One more before we mix this up a little bit. Sitting nice and tall. Breathing out and rolling down. And breathing in, lengthening the arms, ribs stay down, and breathe out, abs engage, zip and hollow. Use the abs to bring you up. And again, reaching forward. Feeling that stretch. Now, I forgot to say, but if anyone needs the pillow behind the tailbone, hopefully you know that yourself by now and you can grab that for any rollbacks. We're now going to transition this one into a slightly faster version of a rollback, which brings a little bit of a cardio aspect into it. I'm going to use Karen to demo one slow version, and then we'll be picking the pace up, and you want to try and stay with Karen's pace. We'll see how this goes. I normally demo this with people to keep them going. We'll start from here. Now what's going to happen is Karen's going to bring her fingers to salute. Elbows are wide, shoulders are down, and the first half of this movement is a hinge. Okay, so you're going to breathe in as you hinge back until you feel you're about to lose control. And then on your breath out, you'll curl and roll down. You'll now breathe in, reach your hands along the floor, and breathe out as you curl the spine up. Lengthening forward, fingers come to salute, and sit tall. Now that's the slow version, just so you know the movements. I'm going to show you the speed now. It's the same thing. No. Alright, now there's going to be a lot more tempo and speed to this. So you're going to breathe in, hinge, breathe out, curl. Breathe in, reach, breathe out, curl. Sitting tall. Breathe in, hinge, breathe out, curl. Breathe in, reach, breathe out, curl. Lengthening forward, fingers to salute and pause. Alright, so that's the speed. Hope you may have joined in. You've done 2 already. We're now going to go for 5 in a row. So sitting tall, shoulders down. Breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, curling up. Lengthening forward, fingers to your forehead. Breathe out, hinge, 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 hinge. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out and up. Lengthening forward, fingers to salute, sit tall. Breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathing out, rolling up, lengthening forward, fingers to salute. 2 more. Breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, round the spine, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, curling up, reaching forward. Last one. Back to salute. Breathe in, hinge. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, curling up. And this time, relax your hands to your ankles or calf muscles to hold that stretch. So you're reaching forward. Now, secret to this stretch to get a little bit more. If you keep your shoulders down and feel like you're pulling your elbows to the floor more than pulling your head to your knees, you'll get more stretch into your back. The shoulder down and the elbows pulling down will increase that stretch by a couple inches normally. And we'll sit nice and tall. Alright, so arms out in front. We're going to transition back to lying on the floor. So you'll breathe out, curl the spine down. And hands by your side. So we're going to go into our first set of tabletop. So abs already awake. From here you'll bend the knees to crook lying and now bring one leg at a time into tabletop. Just like every other class, if you need a pillow under your neck, that's okay, but hopefully not. Hopefully you're fine without it. So we're going to reach your arms to the ceiling, palms facing in, single leg stretch. If you need support, hands stay on the floor. So you'll take a deep breath in. On your breath out, zip and hollow, lengthen the right leg forward and breathe in, return. Breathe out, zip and hollow, breathe in, return. So the head is staying down, so we're targeting your neutral spine, working the deep abdominals, and the upper abs are working to keep the ribs down, but not to actually curl the body up. Breathe out, lengthening forward, and return. Last 3. And return. Last 2. Reach the leg. And final 1. And return and hold. Now hands behind the head. We're going to curl with a double leg push. Deep breath in. Breathe out, curl up, lengthen both legs. And breathe in to return. Now how low you lengthen the legs is based on your neutral spine. You don't want to be losing neutral spine in the lower back, which will affect your back. May send you to Karen for physio instead of Pilates, and we don't want that. So you're lengthening out. So if you do need to push your feet higher, that will help a lot. If you want more challenge, you can push them lower. 3 more. Breathe out, curl and lengthen. Good, and return. Abs should be waking up quite a bit now. And return. Last one. And return. Hug your knees into your chest, and we'll give your back a good circle out. Right, nearly done for this first set of tabletop abs. Hands back to the floor and feet one at a time back to tabletop. Alright, now hands back behind the head to add obliques. So we're going to take a deep breath in. On your breath out, you're going to curl up, reach the right leg and twist to the left knee and breathe in as you return. Breathe out, opposite leg and return. Breathe out, crunch and rotate and return. And lengthen and return. 2 more, then we're going to make it a scissor exercise. A little bit harder. Last one. And return. Now both legs to the ceiling. Take a breath in. On the breath out, lower the right leg, twist to the left. Breathe in, bring the leg back up. Breathe out, lower the left leg. And return. Keep that opposite leg reaching to the ceiling. Breathing out and rotate. And return. 2 more. And final one. Return and hold. I now want you to curl up straight. And 4 double leg lowers. Breathe in, lower the legs till you feel you're losing neutral. Breathe out, lift. So you want to make sure you stay within your neutral spine level. Breathe in to lower. Zip and hollow lift. Final one. And lift. Hug the knees into your chest. And again, circle out the back. Alright, I'm going to give the abs a good break now. We're going to just go for your rotation stretch. You're going to have both legs out along the floor. Left palm out to your side, palm facing up. Left knee to tabletop. Right hand reaches across to the outside of the knee and breathe out. Draw the knee across your body as you look to your left hand. Really rotating. Now for those who might have had dodgy wrists and just skipped the start, you'll find that we're still doing a lot of abs, a lot of everything else. We will be coming back to more exercises soon that are back on the wrist. So if you feel like skipping and joining, that's fine as well though. And we'll return back to the centre. Right hand out now, right knee to tabletop. Draw the knee across your body as you look to the right hand. Now make sure you try to keep that right shoulder down as you twist the hips, allowing the right butt to lift, to rotate through the spine, through the butt, through the chest, through the armpit. Another deep breath in and breathe out, zip and hollow back to the centre. Both legs out along the floor and hands by your side. Alright, we're now going to roll onto your side for butt work. We'll start on the right hand side. Again, if you've got a pillow or towel between your shoulder and your ear, and we're going to start with both legs out straight. Little tuck of your tailbone and your heels just in front of your hips. About 10 centimetres, just to help you keep that tuck for neutral. Top shoulder relaxed and lifting through the waist, so you've got a naturally shaped waist on both sides, not dropping down on that right hand side. We'll bring your top foot up to hip height. You will just see, yep, good, Karen's not hitting the bookshelf. Alright, so from here we're starting basic circles. You'll breathe in, circle the foot forward, breathe out, squeeze the butt back and over. You'll breathe in, circle forward, abs engage back and over. Breath in, forward. Breathe out, zip and hollow over the top. Breath in, forward, abs engage over the top. Breath in, forward, and over. 2 more. And final one. And we're going to keep the foot up. From here we're pulsing up 10 times, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that hip down to hip height. That foot, sorry, down to hip height. To hip height. Alright, so take your breath in. Now bottom leg will be lifting. You'll breathe out, zip and hollow. Bring the bottom leg up to meet the top leg. Breathe in to lower the bottom leg. Breathe out, bottom leg lifts. Really think about length. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out and lift. And breathe in to lower. 3 more. Breathe out, lengthen. Squeeze the inner thighs together so you'll lift. Lengthen, squeezing the butt, tucking the tailbone. Last one. And hold. I now want you to reach your top arm to the ceiling. Palm facing where you're looking. Now, If this gets too tough with balance, bring the hand down, but we're doing a circle again with the top foot. So breathe in, circle forward, squeeze the butt back and over. Breathe in, forward, breathe out over the top. Now you may find your circle probably isn't as big. Try not to let the hand drift back. 3 more. Ribs down, squeezing the butt. Last 2. And over. Final 1. And hold the foot up again. 10 more pulses and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower both legs down. Bring your hand down and we'll roll onto your back for your butt stretch. Okay, so left ankle over the knee for the pretzel stretch. Reach your hands between the legs and pull that right leg in towards you. Alright, so holding here, just drawing and continuing to breathing in. Make sure you're not tensing up in your shoulders or your neck as you draw in here. Just 5 more seconds. And releasing from there to face the opposite direction. So again, Karen will spin down this end now. Okay, so again, both legs are out straight. Small tuck of your tailbone, lengthen through the legs with your heels just in front of your hips. Make sure you've connected the ribs down, shoulders down, abs and butt strong. Top foot now will lift to hip height. From this hip height position, basic circle, breathe in, circle forward, squeeze the butt back and over. Forward and breathe out back and over. Make sure you're not gripping in the front of your hips. You can get that lift over the top without rocking and rolling the hips. So squeeze the butt over. Breath in forward. Use the zip and hollow. You want to feel it go abs, butt and lift. Breathing in forward, abs, butt and lift. 2 more. Breathe in forward and lift. Last 1. And hold. Now top foot stays at hip height. Breathe out, bring the bottom leg up. Zip and hollow. Breathing in as you lower. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Squeeze the butt. Lengthen through the legs. You're reaching the legs. And breathe in to lower. Squeeze the butt lift. Breathe in as you lower. Last 2. Final 1 and hold. Now reach your top arm to the ceiling, palm facing where you're looking. Try not to let your hand drift over your head. Top foot circle again. Breathe in, circle forward, squeeze the butt back and over. When you do this one, the body tends to pull back a bit too far. So make sure your circle stays in front of your body, doesn't pull back behind your body. Breathe in, circle forward, squeeze the butt back and over. Last 3 and 2 to go. Final 1. Now bring the foot up. 10 more pulses up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax the legs down and rolling onto your back to stretch the right butt. Alright, so this time right ankle over the left knee. You'll be hugging the leg in or pushing the right knee away. Really working into that stretch. Sorry, what? Stop there for some reason? Alright, so what we're going to be coming up to, I hope you guys in the previous classes have enjoyed a few of the different challenging ones we've brought in. Your teasers, hope they were fun, and maybe those Pilates sits that you're practicing. We're now going to bring another one in now, which is kind of half of what we would call the star. So again, it comes back to the wrists, challenges the abs with the obliques as well as a bit of butt and inner thighs. So I'm going to get Karen to sit facing the camera, kind of like the mermaid with her head down this end. Alright, now, not quite like the mermaid though. So Karen's going to have your knees bent. Yep, what are you doing? Top foot in front of your bottom ankle and your top knee is up nice and high. So you're opening up. But you do want to be right on your side so your body is facing the same direction, shoulders down. Now the secret to the star is you need to transition your weight over your hand. Otherwise your feet are going to slowly push themselves away. So I'll just do one demo from Karen, looking nice in Pilates here. So you're going to have the hand ready to lift in your left hand. You'll take your breath in. On the breath out, you'll engage the abs, squeeze the butt, push down into the top foot and lengthen the arm over as you lift your waist. And you'll breathe in and softly lower back down into that nice Pilates stance, so the knees up. Really work into your bottom heel. Your right leg, the underneath foot, should stay pretty relaxed and light, that you could move it around pretty easily. Alright, so we're going for 3 of these in a row now. So deep breath in, hands ready. Breathe out, zip and hollow, abs engage, lift over the hand, lengthen the arm. And breathe in, softly lower. Try not to lift too fast. Breathe out, abs engage, zip and hollow, lift and lengthen. Feel the abs lengthen and breathe in as you lower. You'll be squeezing inner thighs, and when you do this one, lengthen, reach. Inner thighs squeeze, butt squeeze, abs draw in. Breathe in as you lower. Now the next one, we're going to stay up for a thread the needle to finish. So you'll breathe out, zip and hollow as you lift. Hold, this time your hand is reaching to the ceiling. Breathe in, thread the needle, reach under the waist, and breathe out back. I want you to breathe in, reach under. Breathe out, zip and hollow to bring you back. Breathe in, reach under. Breathe out, zip and hollow, rotate back. Last one, breathe in, reach under. Breathing out back, and you'll lower the body. Alright, so you shake your wrists out. Those are tough, as I said. We're bringing in one fun one each class. So we're going to spin around to face the opposite direction now. Alright. Again, top knee up, bottom foot slightly back. Your top shoulder's strong to go. Actually, wiggle down this way a bit further, can you? Just see them working more. Okay. And you're lifting the chest. You're already slightly lifting through the waist. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, zip and hollow, you'll lift. The arm comes over, reach the arm. And breathe in as you lower. Now we're only doing 3 before the hold this time because we don't need a demonstration on this one. Go breathing in as you lower. Breathe out, abs engage, lift. Squeeze the butt, work the inner thighs. Breathing in to lower. Now the next one's your thread the needle. Breathe out, lift, reach and hold. Arm reaching to the ceiling now. Breathe in, thread the needle, rotate the upper half of the body and breathe in, release. Breathe in, thread the needle. Breathe out, zip and hollow. The core brings you up and locks you back to that start position. And up, 1 to go. Breathe in, rotate. Breathe out, lift, hold and lower the hips by bending the knees. Good work. We're just going to go into another quick shell stretch here. So we're going to round the spine, shake your wrists out and curling out the back. Good. So the star, they're not an easy exercise. Now the reason it's called the star is as you progress, you also lift your top foot. Okay, and you do a bit of butt work on there as well. Alright, and we're going to now come forward from there onto your stomach for a spear. So you're going to have your palms now facing your side, not the ceiling. So you want your palms facing your hips. You're going to slightly wrap your shoulder blades back and down with the fingertips lengthening towards your ankles. Take a deep breath in to prepare. On your breath out, zip and hollow, squeeze the butt as you lift and reach the arms. So the hands will lift an inch or so as well. And breathe in, slowly lower. Breathe out, zip and hollow, squeeze the butt, lengthen. Now really think about lengthening the body more than lifting high. And breathe in as you lower. Breathe out, zip and hollow, lift and reach. And lower. Now we're going to add some leg lifts. 3 more. Breathe out, lift and lengthen the legs as the chest lifts. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe out, zip and hollow, abs engage, lift and lengthen. And lower. Final one, breathe out, lift, lengthen, hold, keeping the reach in the legs for swimming feet. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, and lower the body down. Alright, now staying where you are, I want your fingers under your forehead. We're now going to bend the knees, so your heels are facing the ceiling. Okay, now this is going to add a bit of butt with your back strengthening as well. You'll open your knees into a plie position or a sexy frog position, squeeze the heels tight. This needs to be done very slow to make sure it's abs and not too much of your back. Chest starting down, you'll take a deep breath in. On your breath out, you're going to zip and hollow and try and touch your feet towards the ceiling and breathe into lower. Your knees will lift about an inch or two off the floor, nothing else will move. Breathe out, zip and hollow, abs strong, and you will notice the butt work quite hard and the hamstrings for this one. Breathe out to lift. Push the heels to the ceiling. Last one, make sure the feet don't drift away. And low. Now we're going to lift the chest, head and hands as well. So breathe out, lift. Everything lifts. Go breathe into lower. It's a little bit closer. Breathe out and lift. Breathe into lower. I call this one the skydiver. When you're right up, pretend you're in that skydiver position and lower. 2 to go. And lower. Final one, breathing out and lift. And lower. Now relax the legs and use your hands to push back for another shell stretch before we go into our final ab set to finish off. So again, we're rounding the back, reaching the arms forward and curling out the spine. Alright, so we're going to get Karen to spin around now, sitting with your feet down at the bookshelf end again, to transition back into tabletop. So with your arms out in front, deep breath in to prepare, breathe out, slowly curling the spine down. Hands by your side, knees bent, and one leg at a time now into tabletop. So we're going to start with sexy frog, so heels together, knees and toes turned out. Arms to the ceiling if you want more challenge, palms face each other to keep your shoulders relaxed. If you need your hands on the floor to support the back, that is okay. You'll breathe in through the nose, hinge from the hips to lower the heels towards the floor and breathe out, zip and hollow back up. Breathe in on the way down, breathe out, zip and hollow. Feel the ribs connect down and the pelvic floor lift the legs. Breathing out to lift. 3 more. Breathe out, zip and hollow lift. Good, 2 to go. Breathe out and lift. Final one. And lift. Now hands behind the head. Curl the head and shoulders up. Keep your crunch, shoulders relaxed, elbows wide. Breathe in, lower the heels. Breathe out, zip and hollow, return. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out, zip and hollow. Try to keep those shoulder blades up so you don't start dropping through the neck. Breathing into lower, 2 more. And up, final one. And up, hug your knees in. Give your back a good quick circle out. Hands back by your side, feet one at a time back up into tabletop. And double leg stretch series now. So I want you to curl your head and shoulders right up like the hundreds. One hand on top of each knee, elbows slightly up but shoulders down. Take your breath in. On your breath out, lengthen the arms back, reach the legs forward and breathe in, circle the hands back to the knees. Breathe out and reach and circle. Breathe out, reach. Feel like your legs are lengthening and circle. Breathe out and reach and circle. Breathe out, lengthen and circle. Now final one, breathe out, reach, hold. Take a breath in, hold. On your breath out, reach further. Another breath in, hold. Breathe out, reach further. And then bend the knees, lower the head for another good circle out of your spine. That's all the abs done, all the main stuff done again. So from here, we're now just going to stand at the end of your mat for some final roll downs to finish off the class. Alright, so feet facing straight, neck tall, chin drawing in, you'll take a deep breath in. Breathe out, zip and hollow, drop your chin to your chest, hang the arms to the floor, lengthen your tailbone to the ceiling. Take a breath in and breathing out, slowly curling up. Nice and slow, Karen. Deep breath in, slowly rolling down, rounding the spine. Take a breath in at the bottom, slowly restack. And we have one more deep breath in, rolling the spine down. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to just hear Rory waking up from his daytime nap. We'll take a breath in. and hold at the top. Shake out the arms, shaking out the legs, and we are done. We'll see you again in a couple days. Awesome guys, good work.